Today's video is gonna be super chill and laid back. I'm going to be testing new drugstore makeup and budget-friendly makeup for the above the mask zone. I know I'm not the only one who's been wearing so much less makeup recently because hello. So today I'm specifically focusing on trying new products that you can see while wearing a mask. But first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slashed Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. Super excited to try this first new product. This is the L'Oreal Skin Paradise Water Infused Tinted Moisturizer. So I've definitely been using a lot less of my typical go-to full coverage foundation because even when I'm on Zoom or FaceTime, I don't need as heavy of a product as if you were seeing me in person. My discoloration or unevenness isn't as obvious. So a tinted moisturizer should be enough, especially as my skin has started to clear up. Now this has SPF 19, so I love that even with the lighter coverage, we're getting that sun protection, and aloe vera and witch hazel in the formula. Let's check out the medium 1 shade and see what we're working with. That's medium 1. I think that should actually work for me. So I'm gonna focus it on my forehead, but I'll just go ahead and apply it to the full face so we can get an idea of the coverage. Ooh, it smells really good. You can just kind of smell that fresh aloe vera scent. And usually with tinted moisturizers, I just go ahead and apply them with my hands. Yeah, this was a good match for me. And because it's lighter coverage, it kind of blends in easier, even if it's not an exact match. Ooh, I'm loving the finish. It's definitely a dewier finish, but it doesn't feel heavy at all. But look at that glow. Ooh, this almost has like a very slight gel consistency almost. It's not exactly creamy, but it's spreading and blending really easily. It's actually giving me a pretty good blur on my pores. Let me zoom you in. I feel like this is a really good amount of coverage for a tinted moisturizer. I would call this like a solid medium coverage, in fact. But the feel is literally like I just put a serum on or something. So depending on how this wears throughout the day, I feel like this is something I could see myself grabbing a lot because it feels good, it looks good, my skin looks smooth. So far, really liking this. Next up, and throughout the rest of this video, I'm gonna be testing some new to me products from LA Colors, starting with their Browie Wowie brow pencil. Now, I know LA Colors to be more of a dollar store beauty brand because locally, that's really the only place that I've seen them. However, they are expanding their selection in Dollar General stores, and I gotta say the products that I have to try today look a lot more elevated than what I've seen from the brand at like Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store. So let's try this Browie Wowie Skinny Brow Pencil. This, as I've said in many other videos, is my favorite type of brow fill-in tool. I think the skinny pencils just end up making really defined and natural looking brows. This is the shade Medium Brown, which I don't think is gonna be a great match for me, but we're gonna work with what we got. Okay, I'm just gonna warm up the pencil on the back of my hand. It does feel a little stiff. There is one other brow product I can try from them if this like goes south. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that's really, really warm. You know what I never really understand is why every shade besides like black and taupe in so many brow product collections lean so dang warm. Yeah, ugh, I don't like how this is looking. It's almost translating red against my cool black eyebrows. Let me see if we have something else we can try, because even though this is actually applying pretty smoothly into my brows, I don't want to look like that. All right, so here's the other brow product. Hopefully this will work a little bit better because it's in dark brown. This is the Browie Wowie Brow Pomade. I haven't used pomade in a while though, because I just feel like it tends to look a little strong for my brow preference right now. Ooh, this little jar is actually really cute. It has this frosted glass appearance. It's probably plastic though, but it looks a lot more fancy than something that costs like what, $1, $2. Now this also comes with a slanted brush with a spoolie, so that's awesome. So that's dark brown. I think it'll be a little bit better. Ooh, yeah, okay, that's already way better. This is a really kind of slick feeling pomade. It's not like too thick, so it's spreading really easily without a lot on my brush. Ooh, okay. It's still a little bit warm, but a lot better than the other product. Wait, I'm actually really liking how this looks. Now, this is a little bit stronger of a brow than I planned for today. So I just looked it up, and this is a $3 brow pomade. You can find it at Dollar General, as well as Big Lots and Rite Aid, apparently. It says long-lasting wear. It doesn't say waterproof or all day or whatever. This brow pomade for $3 is actually outperforming some higher-end brow pomades that I've tried, especially because my brows still look fluffy. They don't look plastered down under product, which is a problem that I do have with some expensive brow pomades. That's a win. Next up to try from LA Colors is their Conceal It Concealer. This is $2 at Dollar General. It is supposed to be full coverage, but very lightweight and long lasting. Now, in case you didn't know, LA Colors is actually a sister brand to LA Girl, and LA Girl makes the very, very famous Drugstore Pro Concealer. So I kind of have the same expectations for this one. They also have some color correcting shades, but I don't need that for especially above the mask. I do want to kind of brighten my under eye area though. Ooh, okay, so it does have a built-in applicator. So I'm gonna try and kind of lift my eye shape. I'm not gonna do the whole triangle situation because everything under here is covered. Ooh, okay. Oh wow, I really didn't apply a lot. I mean, you can see it was the same amount on both sides. And that spread really nicely for like an even coverage. I actually got a little bit more than I was expecting. Now it looks like this also has sort of a natural finish. It's not super matte. So it's blending in with the Tinted Moisturizer really well, and it's retaining my glow that I've got going on. Wait, like that actually looks really pretty. Like it just added a nice highlight too. This is a $2 concealer. Yeah, this blends out so nicely. It definitely feels and looks lightweight. I don't feel like I've got like layers of product on my face right now. Okay, $2 Conceal It Concealer, I see you. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly prime my eye with the e.l.f. Putty Primer. The last items from LA Colors I have to try are their new eyeshadow palettes. These look way fancier than any eyeshadow palette I've seen from this brand at the dollar store. So I have Glam, which is sort of a smokier vibe, sort of gray focused, but there are some cooler neutrals as well. Right off the bat, I am really enjoying the fact that they've done a good job, seemingly, with balancing shimmers and mattes. But I think the one I'm gonna use is the Nude palette. This one is like a neutral palette with a little bit of a rosy, warmer vibe. So I'm gonna take this lid shade, which is sort of a warm medium brown, and I'll use that as my transition. Ooh. I'm tapping in to the color and I'm not seeing a ton show up on my brush. So here goes nothing. Hey, you know what? They haven't let me down yet. So I'll go into this with a very open mind. Okay. I was really worried because it seemed like the shadow was kind of stiff in the pan, but looks like we were able to pick up a decent amount to create this first transition layer. I'm gonna go into this warmer, darker matte crease shade. I'm really swirling in the pan though to see visible color on my brush. So that's the only thing I'm really noticing so far. Okay. I mean, it's translating very true to what I'm seeing in the palette. I would typically want a little bit darker of like an outer corner shade, but it's not any lighter than it looks in the pan. So honestly, not bad. Not my favorite, but not bad. I am gonna take the shade that's labeled Highlight. It's sort of a champagne-y pink, and use that on my lid. It's a little dusty. But here's the thing, this is a $3 palette. Does it outperform others at the drugstore? No, but for the price tag, I think you're getting enough to work with. You know what I mean? I think I will just darken up the crease a little bit for some more dimension with this deeper, cooler brown. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna take this lightest highlight shade and that'll be what goes under my brow and in the inner corner. I think what I said before stands. Not my favorite palette, but for $3, a solid palette. Next up, we're testing a new liquid eyeliner from Kokie Cosmetics. Now this is something that I had never heard of before. This is a retractable liquid eyeliner. What does that mean? So obviously this is a pretty short liquid eyeliner, but when you want to use it, it expands into a little bit of a taller pen. So I guess this is for those of you who are on the go and you literally do not have a pocket that could fit this long of an eyeliner, that you need it to be even more compact. I don't know how big that market is, but it's an interesting concept. This is $6. It is a felt tip, but the tip looks very, very fine and pointed, so I have high hopes in terms of achieving a wing with this. Ooh, okay, right off the bat, this is a very heavily saturated felt tip, so having no issues gliding on the liner. Ooh, yeah, that tip is really, really precise. There's a little bit of skipping going on as I'm trying to sort of layer over the liner, but for the most part, we've got pretty sharp wing. Okay, so my biggest complaint with this, I really, really like the felt tip, which is surprising. I think that it actually creates a very sharp line. However, as the formula dries, it's a little bit like on the sticky side and it's like slightly textured as it dries down. So it's really hard to go in and like smooth over lines or even outlines without it catching and skipping. So then you have to end up kind of creating a new edge, which can very, very quickly lead to panda eyes. Yeah, like especially on the wing. Ooh, yeah, this formula is not great. What I'm seeing on the wing is that the area in which I layered up the product, it's becoming flaky, and I'm a little bit afraid that I'm actually gonna get some of my liner flaking off because it looks like that. Plus, I mean, this does nothing for me. I don't know why I would be in a situation, maybe I guess if I was putting an eyeliner in my pocket, but why would I need like less 1 inch? Like just make, like this is small enough anyway, but I don't know, or just make the liner this small. Is this useful? Is this a useful design for your lifestyle? I wanna know who you are. Uh-oh, oh my gosh. This is a fail all around. On the second wing, I'm already getting fraying and bending of the felt tip. Oh no, what the heck is happening? Wow, this liner really just like jeopardized my whole look. All right, let's just move the heck on because that was the first disappointment of the day. So let's not let that ruin the whole mood or look. Next up, we have a mascara to try from AOA Studio, which is the house brand on shopmissa.com. This is their new Wisp mascara. So it's supposed to look extremely natural with no clumps, it's smudge proof, long lasting, and no flaking. It's supposed to give you curly, wispy lashes, instantly lifts and curls. With the natural look claim, I'm not sure if this is gonna be something that I like because I really, really like dramatic lashes. But we've got this interesting tube type packaging. Interesting. Okay, I'm already kind of skeptical. You can see the wand is sort of in this like spiral shape, and I already know that's not gonna do a lot to separate my lashes. Now I've tried mascara from AOA before and have actually liked it, so I shouldn't be prejudging so hard. Now wait just a darn second. And by the way, this mascara is $1. So it's definitely buildable because as I layer it, I'm getting more thickness as well as length and curl. I think it's definitely delivering what it says it does. Now, I am having a little bit of issues with separating as I predicted, but look at that lift. I already curled my lashes, of course, but I do actually visibly see this side a little bit more lifted than this one. It's giving me sort of dull lashes. I might have to use my Tweezerman comb though. It's not clumping, it's just not separating, so some of my lashes are like gathering together. All right, I wanted to bring you closer so you could see what this looks like before I've done any extra separating. I think you can seriously see more lift and length on this side, but I do feel like I need to go in and sort of shake up my lashes. I really like the effect. I'm a little surprised with something that was labeled wispy and natural. So here's my Tweezerman lash comb. I mentioned this in my Amazon Beauty Favorites video. It basically brushes out any clumps or separates any lashes that are like stubborn and want to stick together. I don't really know why I doubted this because like I said, I've really enjoyed AOA mascaras in the past, but just the description didn't sound like my cup of tea when it comes to mascara, so I'm really surprised with how much I actually like the end result. Finally, even when I'm wearing a mask, I do like to add just a little bit of highlight on the very tops of my cheekbone. And this is a brand that I only just discovered. It's super affordable and cruelty-free. It's called Absolute New York. And this is their Icon Face Palette that they sent me. And it actually has blush, bronzer, and highlight. But I'm just gonna go ahead and pop the highlight on. This top one is called Gold Beam, and it looks really pretty. When I do decide to do highlight with a mask, I need to kind of see what's actually gonna show. So just like right here, I'm just gonna do like a C shape. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, okay. I'm just keeping it really close to the hairline because that's right about the cutoff. Pretty. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm excited to use that again, and I do have a few other products from them, so I'll be diving into that. I want to discover more affordable brands. Maybe they're not necessarily in stores, but they're online, so if you know of any, send them my way. Tell me in the comments. There we go. Highlight still popping, looking good. Now this mask is also from shopmissa.com. It was $1. They actually have a lot of cute reusable masks. This is a little bit on the thinner side. It's like a muslin cloth material, but what I often do is I'll just take a filter that I bought on Amazon and wear that between my face and the mask just to give it a little bit more thickness and layers. So this would be the true full effect for how I would actually wear my mask. Did any of this new drugstore makeup catch your eye? Tell me what you would try in the comments below. Today's shout out goes to Sifa. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad. And join me over in this video next where I try on all 26 Wet n Wild Mega Last lipsticks. I'll see you over there. Bye!